everyone. Welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, powered by Canadian SME Small Business Magazine. October is a very special month for us as it's a small business month here in Canada, a time when we celebrate the heart and soul of our economy, the small businesses. These enterprises are not only the backbone of our economy, but also the pulse of our communities, driving innovation, employment, and growth from coast to coast. As we delve into the importance of small businesses, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce a distinguished guest who herself has been an embodiment of entrepreneurship and community advocacy. On behalf of the entire Canadian SME Small Business Magazine team, I'd like to extend our warmest congratulations to the Honourable Rechie Valdez on her recent appointment as a Small Business Minister of Canada. Mrs. Valdez's journey from her roots in Zambia to becoming the first Filipino-Canadian woman elected as a Member of Parliament and appointed to the Cabinet is truly inspirational. A passionate entrepreneur, TV personality, and community advocate, Minister Valdez's commitment to ensuring diverse voices are heard resonates with our ethos. With a background spanning corporate banking, business ownership, media appearances, and significant legislative sponsorship, Minister Valdez brings a rich tapestry of experiences to her new role. We're excited to learn more about her vision and insights today. Welcome, Minister Valdez.
Thank you so much, and thank you for that really lovely introduction.
We're so pleased to have you with us this afternoon. Now, Minister Valdez, we're quite excited to learn more about you, and the audience is also very curious. Can you provide some insights into your personal journey and your professional background that have brought you to the role of the Small Business Minister, and what personal values or experiences do you believe will shape your approach to this new position?
Yeah, thank you, Mahim. So you've already kind of covered a lot of it, but I would have to say a big pivotal point in my journey, the fact that I was born in Kitwe, Zambia. My parents are Filipino, but then we immigrated here in 1989. It's really, honest to goodness, I wouldn't be here without my parents and all of their sacrifices and support. And it's because of them I was able to get a Canadian education, went right into corporate banking for 15 years. And for me, that pivotal moment, or that catalyst is what I like to call it, is when my daughter turned 1. And I discovered my creative passion, baking her first birthday cake. Aww. So it was purely accidental. And it was through that first birthday cake where it was this moment of just wow, what is that? And I took some time to get to know it, and I kind of became obsessed with baking.
Right.
And so that really was where my first business took off as an entrepreneur. And because I was so new at the whole world of entrepreneurship, I was hustling 9 to 5, putting the kids to bed, and then baking in the evenings, and then delivering on weekends after grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So the hustle of an entrepreneur, as you said it, entrepreneurs are the heart and soul of our economy. And so after doing that for quite some time and meeting so many amazing small business entrepreneurs around us, I saw that there was this huge community. And as I worked with the local entrepreneurs, that is where I saw the need for us to work together and build community and connect and network.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the advocacy came, my passion to help others grow just as I had grown.
Right.
And then I opened my second business where I supplied 2 national grocery stores in Mississauga. That business is where I opened up to say, oh my gosh, I've had this amazing experience in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I give back?
Right.
And it really gave me the courage at that point to run for office.
Right.
Because I really felt if I was able to have a role that I was able to give back and help others, then I could reach more. Because as a mentor, as someone who really helps many people, this
Mm-hmm.
just gives me a platform to be able to do it so much better.
Right.
And so to answer your question, the values are, listen, I'm a mom of 2, previous entrepreneur. I bring kind of all of those different experience with me to this role.
Absolutely. And it's so beautiful to learn more about your, very inspirational journey. You've experienced firsthand what it feels to be an entrepreneur, and then, to provide those resources to them would be, I think it's best fit role for you here. Mr. Valdez, now the small businesses have been significantly impacted after and during COVID-19. Could you share some insights into your priorities for supporting businesses in this current economic climate, and how your experience informs your approach?
So I too was an entrepreneur that had to endure the pandemic. Going through that was such a difficult time for so many of us. We had to pivot and learn and like deal with like masks and like, all these walls that we put up, plexiglass around us. We pivoted at such a difficult time in our entrepreneurial journeys, and so many of us have had to adjust. So right now, even though we are past the pandemic, thank goodness, a lot of small businesses are still recovering. And I understand that because I know that some businesses were able to like really excel and some are still, in that recovery period. So for me, it's really having empathy to those who are kind of going through tough times and then trying to find ways to be able to support them as much as we can.
Right. And together, I feel like, it's very important to empower the Canadian small to medium-sized businesses here by, doing events and just, bringing that support to them in this very challenging moments and times. Now, Minister, recently there was an announcement regarding the Canada Emergency Business Account repayment.
Yes.
Can you provide more details about this announcement and how will it benefit small business owners?
Absolutely. So the Prime Minister announced just not too long ago that we are extending the CEBA repayment deadline.
Right.
So originally, there's a couple of things I kind of want to cover, but the extension of that was an additional year. So if you're a small business, and as you recall, we're providing the up to $20,000 of forgiveness. If you're a small business entrepreneur and you're readily able to pay back the CEBA loan, as long as you do that by January 18, 2024, you'll be able to get the $20,000 of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's some small businesses who may not have all those funds or a portion of those funds. They can go and meet with their institution that they're currently with.
Right.
And as long as they submit a refinancing application by January 18, we're going to give some time up till the end of March 28, 2024 to be able to refinance. And if they do and successfully do so, we'll still honor the up to $20,000 of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're still not in a situation where you can do that, that's the beauty of the extension. Now small businesses have up to December 31st, 2026.
Right.
So how many years is that? That's
3 more years, I believe.
That's
yes.
right. And at 5%, you will not have the forgiveness portion. But mind you, we've given you more time to be able to pay that back. And so small businesses, as I've traveled the country and met with them, they've asked for more time. They've asked for more flexibility and options. And we're happy with the announcement that we've been able to deliver on that.
Very helpful, and that's very informative. Now, Minister Valdez, what strategies or initiatives do you plan to implement to stimulate growth and innovation among small businesses? Because we're seeing things, I think, after COVID, we are seeing the waves and trends in the digital transformation, right? Are there any areas or specific sectors you're particularly focused on?
For sure. So given what happened during the pandemic, so many small businesses, I mentioned pivoting already. One of the ways that we're supporting small businesses is helping them digitize their business, whether that's products or services. With the Canada Digital Adoption Program, with this program, you can sign up for the program. And once approved, we'll have a small business advisor help you come up with ideas to support your business, digitize, and that way you can reach a much larger audience. You can be on multiple platforms and ultimately get the word out and help market your business. And right now, I feel like small businesses are so busy, worried about their day-to-day, they don't have an opportunity to do that. So we're going to provide you the support. We'll help fund it, and we'll even provide you with a student that can help come into your business and help support you in that digital journey.
Wow, that's quite helpful, especially in terms of, right now, many businesses or many small business owners are facing challenges related to the access to capital, workforce, and the right technology. Now, Minister, how do you envision addressing these challenges in the role as the Minister of Small Businesses?
Well, I think capital is really important. And, I think it's really important that we support underrepresented groups. I really believe and very passionate, if you can't tell already, about inclusive entrepreneurship.
Right.
And our government is inclusive, and we spearheaded things like the Women Entrepreneurship Strategy, the Black Entrepreneurship Strategy and programs, and the 2S LGBTQ and Indigenous strategies as well. with these, it'll enable more people who are underrepresented in our community have the opportunities and be able to also access capital, build and grow their business. And ultimately, that will help them thrive in these difficult times.
Wow. Now, collaboration with government departments and agencies is often essential in achieving these goals. Minister, how do you plan to work with other ministries and stakeholders to support small businesses? And are there any specific partnerships or initiatives that you're really excited about?
I think collaboration is key. 3 levels of government, many different organizations on the ground, from BIAs to Board of Trades, Chamber of Commerce. I'm traveling across the country and will continue to do so over the next 2 weeks, given that it's a small business month.
Yeah.
And so really it's working with them. I think the most important role that I have is to be on the ground and listen to what the concerns are. Because listen, Toronto is not the center. I go across Canada to listen to the various needs across all the different communities. I get to bring that back. And what's nice is I get to, now being in a cabinet position, work with the other ministers to come up with the solutions and make sure the needs are heard all across Canada at cabinet.
Right. Now, as someone who now holds a very key position in supporting small businesses, Minister, what piece of advice would you like to offer to aspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners during the Small Business Month who are navigating the complexities of running their own business, and especially with these very challenging times?
For sure. So to all the amazing people out there who are, interested in pursuing entrepreneurship, what I want to tell you is the first thing you have to do is believe in yourself. Sometimes for me, I recognize that can be very, you can have some fears, and I totally understand that. But if you believe in yourself, honestly, if you have a passion and if you believe in yourself, you can definitely achieve many things. Second, you need to surround yourself with people and a team, your tribe,
Right.
No matter the challenges you go through, if you have a strong team and a tribe, they will support you through those difficult times. And that, I think, is really important. And third, be innovative. Think differently. We are in an amazing country like Canada that has resources, information, education. Surround yourself with the right people, and I believe you can do anything in this country.
Thank you so much, Minister Valdez, for sharing such invaluable insights. And to our listeners for tuning in, let's continue to support, elevate, and celebrate the spirit of small businesses here in Canada.
And happy Small Business Month and Week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. As we wrap up this enriching conversation, I'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our exclusive partners who make this podcast possible. A big thank you to our banking partner RBC for their continued support and commitment to the business community. We also appreciate the logistical prowess of our shipping partner UPS, ensuring that businesses remain connected. And last but certainly not least, our software accounting partner Xero for their state-of-the-art solutions that empower businesses financially. Together, we're working towards a robust and resilient Canadian SME landscape. Let's continue to support, elevate, and celebrate the spirit of small businesses here in Canada. Until next time, this is your Maheen signing off.